If I want to create a text on Canva, this is where I would head to. If you look at the features below, there is a feature for text. When you tap on text, you'll find add a heading, add a subheading, and add a little bit of body text. This add a heading is for your heading. Maybe you want to create a heading for your design, you tap on add a heading. If you want to create a subheading, you tap on add a subheading. And maybe you want to enter the body of your text, you will use add a little bit of body text. So on this video, I want to show you how to choose fonts for your design. Now, you must understand that the purpose of your design is what will determine the kind of font that you will use for your design. For instance, you are designing for a cosmetic brand or a luxury fashion brand. The kind of fonts you are likely to use is a serif font. Serif fonts are fonts that usually appear stylish and luxurious. They are elegant. So you use an elegant serif font. And maybe you are designing for a tech startup brand, you use sans serif. Sans serif are easily readable, they are modern fonts. I'll show you what they are. If you are designing for children, you have to use playful fonts that will be catchy to children because children are your target audience. Now, no matter how stylish or beautiful your fonts appear, you must be careful to note that your font must be readable. If your font is not readable, then you have ruined the purpose of the design. Your target audience may not be able to get the message of your design, even if they find the elements and the entire body of your design catchy. So let me show you what an elegant serif font looks like. So let's say we have let's just create a random name for a luxury brand, a cosmetic luxury brand. Let's say the name of the brand is Fala Cosmetics. So let's assume that Fala Cosmetic is the name of this brand, and it is a highly luxurious brand. You go under font, and on this arrow you tap on the arrow, and you find this search bar on Canva. Tap on it and search for serif, and Canva will give you so many serif fonts to choose from. Look at this font. It's already looking stylish and luxurious. Look at this. You see how stylish they look. So these are serif fonts. Can you see them? And another method to get elegant fonts like this is through these features that is displayed above here. You find handwriting, corporate. Where you find elegant, you tap on elegant and you find more serif fonts that you can use for flyers that deals with luxury and those kind of stylish fonts. You see how stylish this font appears. So this is how to create fonts for any flyer design. So let's say we want to create a font for children. Maybe you are designing a flyer for children and you are stuck, you don't know the right font to use. You repeat the same procedure, go under font, but this time we'll be making use of this feature on Canva. So where you find comic or school, you tap on it and you will see similar fonts that are childlike or playful that children will easily connect with. Let's check comic and see what we have. So this is Comica. This is what Comica gives us, which is good. This is what Note gives us. See what Lazy Dog gives us. You can see how playful these fonts are. You can use them in creating flyer designs for children. Remember that your target audience will determine the kind of fonts that you use for your design. So let me show you what a sans serif font look like. Repeat the same process. Go under Canva search bar and search for sans serif. Sans serif are fonts that are easily readable. Anybody who sees anything written with sans serif understands immediately. They are not too stylish, they are just understandable. So these are sans serif fonts. A lot of fonts fall under sans serif. You can find Canva Sans is a sans serif font. Poppins, Montserrat, Mont, those are sans serif, and most times many designers use them as the main body of their designs. For instance, if I'm creating a design for a luxury brand, Fala Cosmetic will be the heading of the brand, but the body of the text that I'll be using for that design will not be the same fonts that I use for Fala Cosmetic, because it will not be easily readable by the people. So sans serif fonts are easily readable and are best for body text. If you are creating a design, make sure that you limit your font to 2, or you can even use just one font for your design. Don't use more than 2 fonts for your design, or else your design will look scattered. So one of the easiest hack in creating a good flyer is using at most 2 fonts for your flyer design. Or if you want to do too much, 3 fonts are enough for your flyer design. Another thing you should take note of is that you should not use fonts that compete with each other. You see how these 2 fonts go. I can use this as the body of text for this Fala Cosmetic, while Fala Cosmetic is the heading that I use for the design. This sans serif font I use will be the body of the design. You see how the pairings of these 2 fonts goes very well. Now, assuming I use another sans serif as the body of this text. Okay, let's say I use Hello Paris for this. You notice that these are 2 elegant serif fonts. You notice that they are competing with each other in the flyer. So it is very wrong for you to use 2 elegant serif fonts in one flyer. Use one elegant serif and pair with a sans serif, and you will get a beautiful design. So that's the secret on font pairing. Make sure that your fonts are not too thin, because sometimes if you use a very thin font, people may not be able to read it at ease or with ease. They will have to squint their eyes, and most times when those kind of designs get printed, people will not be able to see anything on it. Let me show you what a thin font looks like. So let's say I want to use Poppins. Poppins is a sans serif font. Assuming I want to use Poppins, then I use this thin version of Poppins. As much as it appears beautiful, it looks too tiny for the eyes. A lot of people will not be able to grasp what is there immediately, and when it gets printed, it might vanish into thin air. So be careful to not to use extremely thin font. If you must use Poppins, make sure you use the medium version of Poppins or regular to create your design or to enter the body text of your design.